In Military and Money, next year 250,000 active duty military members will transition into civilian life. A new survey reveals there are places to live that are cost effective and have a need for military skills. We are turning to Brian K. Parker, an Army veteran as well as a manager at Navy Federal Credit Union, and Bert Sperling, founder and CEO of Sperling's Best Places. Good to have you here. So what makes a city best suited for our men and women who serve our country? And how is this list useful?
So this is our best cities for service, after service list. And really what we did is we took some metrics that were veteran specific. So as veterans or service members are transitioning out of the military, we recognize that as a critical time period in their lives. So we put together 11 different metrics, veteran specific, whether it was employment, income rates for veterans, veteran-owned businesses, paired that with some quality of life metrics from bestplaces.net, and came up with this list.
Bert, which cities top the list?
Right. Let me go ahead and run those down for you. Starting at number 1 is Oklahoma City. It's a very dynamic place. It has great opportunities. Number 2, Omaha, Nebraska. Number 3, Colorado Springs. Number 4, Washington, D.C. Number 5, Grand Forks, North Dakota. Austin, Texas, where we are today in the Navy Federal branch here in Austin, helping celebrate their position on the list at number 6. San Antonio is number 7. Charlottesville, Virginia. Rapid City, South Dakota, and bringing up number 10 is Manhattan, Kansas.
Bert, which cities top the list?
So what we do know is there's about 250,000 veterans who are transitioning out of the military each year. That's 1,300 families every day. So that's a critical time period. So this list is really a great resource for them where they can start. They can look at some of the bigger cities, they can look at some of the smaller cities, depending on what they're looking for after their service.
What factors are you seeing on the employer side in the PIC cities?
What we did was we took a look at some veteran-specific metrics. For instance, how much income veterans are making. In fact, in many of these places and all over the U.S., veterans are succeeding better than the general population thanks to all the skills and the resources and the training they've got in the military. We also looked at the veteran employment and the proximity to things like VA hospitals. We combine those specific veteran characteristics with our quality of life information to find places for veterans that are not only affordable and will help them succeed, but they are also have a high quality of life.
How should military members prepare financially when leaving daily service?
Yeah, so preparing financially is crucial during that time period. Usually about a year out is when you want to start planning up until your, what we call your ETS date, or the date you leave service. But you know, some of the financial considerations you need to take into account: are you going to rent? Are you going to buy? You know, Navy Federal, we have some VA loan specialists that can help along that mortgage process if you're unsure of that. You know, are you going to be getting a new job? Are you going to be going back to school? Or do you want to start a new business on your own, which we're seeing a lot of veterans do? And you know, that's something that financially you need to consider as you're leaving service. Sure, so there's a couple places. So I'd recommend going to NavyFederal.org/veterans, or you can go to bestplaces.net to do a deep dive on any one of these cities.
Thank you, Brian, for your service, and thank you both for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.